When life gets hard, look for the gifts. I got this life-changing advice from someone who's actually a wedding photographer. His name is Roberto Valenzuela, and he said, look for the gifts. And the reason why is because when you're doing photography, there are so many different places that you'd be shooting in. With wedding photography, you actually have almost no control over the environment that you're in. So he said that whenever you're in a new space, look for the gifts there. It might not be the best lighting situation that you can get, but look for the gifts. Maybe you can create more dynamic images with harsh light. Or it might not be the most beautiful space that you're in, but look for the gifts of the environment. Maybe you can use some type of composition or framing and just really challenge yourself there. But being able to look for the gifts, you can make the most out of almost any situation that you're being given. So for me, life has been incredibly challenging this year. At the beginning of the year, I actually felt like I had almost everything I could ever want, where I was working with my dream clients. I was, doing well financially. I was able to save. I was able to invest in my education and my knowledge, and it felt amazing. I think one thing that I was really looking for this year was to find a life partner, to find a girlfriend. And within the last few months, I actually found that where, I met this girl named Erica, and we started spending really beautiful time together. And she's actually in the healing space too, where she's a sound healer. And she's incredible at what she does. I think we have really great, beautiful moments together, and she truly supports me and I support her. And we have a love that is just really blossoming. And I'm so grateful for that. I actually feel like she's the greatest gift that God has ever given me. And she's a blessing. But at the same time that, this beautiful blessing in my life was unfolding, I actually have been experiencing some of the most challenging months of my business and financial success, where I just had like so many clients just fall off, where some of them had surgeries. There have been clients that just traveled for the whole entire summer. I've had people just disappear, just like kind of ghost you. There have been things that just come up, and for so many other reasons, I felt like my business was just crumbling all within a few months. So it's been a challenge for me, and I've had moments where I've just had to look for the gifts. And I'm a very spiritual person, so I went on a run this morning where I was running and I was playing a lot of worship to try and get closer to God. And I just had moments where I was even praying today, and I was like, God, I feel like I've done everything that you've ever asked of me. I feel like I'm acting the way that you would want me to act, but why is my life crumbling right now? Why is life so challenging? And when I started to pray, I started to actually feel like I was getting much closer to God in that time, and I felt like I had some support, and it helped me realize that, even though life is challenging right now, I think a really great gift in my life is the spiritual gift of being closer to God, where I've been forced to just worship harder. I've been forced to just, not forced, but kind of, I've had situations where I've had to just, cry out to God. And when I do cry out to God for a reason to have hope or some type of positivity in my life, I feel like almost immediately I receive it, where, I might get a new client, I might get a new inquiry, I might have a really great meeting or just feel better. And it helps me realize that, I'm not alone in this time, and that, God is on my side, and there's a plan for it all. And it helps me realize also when I am going through challenging moments that I have someone now who I can really lean on, where, I have a relationship gift where I know that Erica, she's a beautiful girl, and she really tries to take care of my needs as much as she can. She'll cook for me random times. We'll go out together, and she brings a lot of joy into my life, because she's so good at just being able to have fun. And I think we make the most out of even the smallest moments. So she really helps me live life right now, and she tries to take care of my needs, and I try and take care of hers. So it helps me realize that even though life is challenging, she's a beautiful gift that I get to lean on. And I have my cousin JR as well as my good friend Brandon, who I get to pray with constantly and be able to just talk about what we're going through in life and just to know that we're not alone in this. So I have those great gifts too. And I've also known that I do have really great business gifts right now where, I said that I started working with some of my dream clients this year. And that's still the case. I work with really amazing people right now. One of them, his name is Gary Tan, who is really popular in Silicon Valley. He does a lot of work on YouTube, on Twitter, I mean X, and on LinkedIn as well. But he's just such a great voice that's trying to help and uplift people. And I have him on my side. He's my client, and I've also worked with the company that he is the CEO and president of, Y Combinator, where I've been able to, go to their retreat and even teach yoga and meditation to their some of their founders. So it's been an amazing thing. And I kind of told him about some of the challenges that I've been experiencing with my coaching business. And he actually was really kind and he ended up posting me on LinkedIn. And after that, I got flooded with really great opportunities to work with people as a coach. And it helped me realize that a gift that I have right now is understanding that sometimes your relationships are your greatest resource. And I have plenty of that right now. And another business gift that I have is that I've been wanting to create content online, specifically through YouTube for so many years. And I wanted to be able to help people through yoga, meditation, videos like this, being able to coach people as well. And it's been something that's been on my heart for years, but I really haven't. I've tried before, but then I would just end up stopping or quitting. But now in this time where it's a little bit slower, I've actually been able to be more focused on creating content and be more focused on being able to serve the world in this beautiful way. And even though my following is not that big, hey, subscribe right now, please. It would help me out. But my following is not that big. But I even got a message this weekend from someone named Shofraz, and it was a message that really motivated me and kind of changed my life in a way, where he was basically talking to me about how he was impressed by my content and the holistic fitness style that I have. And he said that he's from Sri Lanka. And in that space, in that area, people kind of laugh at others who are doing things in a holistic way. They just want to focus on lifting weights and getting strong. But, he wants to focus on a more complete training style of being able to do things in a holistic wellness way, being able to have do yoga, being able to build strength and endurance. So he sent me a message basically about how he was impressed with my content and he's looking forward to more stuff that I create. And it means a lot to me because my following is only like 500 subscribers right now, but to know that someone all the way across the world has been impacted by my work is something that's truly life-changing for me, and it's beautiful. So I want you to just, take time, no matter what your life looks like right now. Maybe you're thriving and it's beautiful. I want you to look at the gifts that you have, to be more grateful about what you have. But maybe your life might be falling apart and you're experiencing a lot of great challenges. But I also want you to look for the gifts as well. Because when you look for the gifts, you can find out that there's a plan for your life, that there's reasons why you're going through what you're going through. And even if there isn't a reason, you can make a reason and you can see how you're growing and you can see how it's pushing you forward. And I want to leave you with one last message here. And that message is, I want you to be proud of who you are, but I also want you to be proud of where you are. I want you to realize that there are gifts all around you, with you, and within you. I'm sending you a big old peace sign and lots of love. I appreciate you, fam, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.